If we zoom out and look at the tree, the straightened tops will make the top branches straighter. To see this better, I'm gonna set my viewport levels to 1, go back to branch level 1, increase the turbulence to a very high value, and then work on the straightened tops value. So if I increase this value, the top branches are gonna be straightened out like this. If I go to branch level 2 and I increase the turbulence as well, the straightened tops will make the top branches straight like so. The straightened tips will make the tips of every branch level straight. So this time it's no longer affecting the top of the tree, but the ends of the branch level. Flattened branches will make the branches go flat. Now, why would I use that? If I create a new forester tree, we see that this is used extensively in the Lebanese cedar tree. So if I go to Lebanon cedar, I see that the branches are flat to get the cedar appearance. The shortened top parameter will make the top branches shorter or longer. The shortened tips will make the tip branches, which are the branches at the end of the parent branch, which is over here. This parameter, the shortened tips, will make them shorter or longer. The bend branches parameter is very obvious. It bends the branches. And you can change the bend direction like so. To make it clear to understand, I'm gonna reduce the turbulence on the parent branch and go to branch level 2. I'll set the swivel to 0 degrees and the point to tip to 0 as well. I'll reduce the turbulence and I'll uncheck orient branches to its root. So here we're going to talk about the bend parameter. So this is bending the branches. You can change the direction of the bending like this. So if you look at this from the side view, this is changing the bend direction. The bend power will actually make the bend happen towards the tip of the branches. Of course, if you increase or decrease the bend value beyond 180 degrees, then you have to reduce the power of the bend and increase also the segment count. Of course, you would then play with the different parameters like the spread angle and the point to tip bias, and also play with the swivel angle, say 180 degrees, and play with the insertion count, and you're gonna get beautiful artistic looking branches. Now you can go and choose straightened tips to make the tip branches straighter, and you can shorten the tips as well or make them longer. All of this goes towards making artistic trees. So if you go to branch level 1 and set the swivel value to 180 degrees, reduce the pruning, take the trunk and reduce the turbulence, you're gonna get very artistic looking trees. And don't forget that at any time you can make these trees grow. The next parameters I want to talk about have to do with gravity. If I increase the gravity, then the branches are going to tilt downwards. If I decrease it, the branches are going to tilt upwards. Sometimes I don't want all the branches to have this behavior. This is where the gravity ratio comes in. So if I increase the gravity ratio up to 1, the upper branches are going to have negative this value, which is going to be 1. So a gravity of 1 is going to make the branches tilt downwards, while a negative value will make them tilt upwards. If the gravity ratio was 0, it means that the top branches will tend to stay unaffected by the gravity change. If you increase this value to 1, then the top branches are going to have the opposite sign or the opposite direction of the gravity. So the top branches are going upwards while the lower branches are going downwards. If you set the gravity ratio to a -1 value, it means that all the branches have the same gravity direction. And the gravity vary value will vary the gravity amount according to the variance range that you have over here. So these are the branch level controls.